Quest presents an unabridged recording of Nothing to Fear by Claire Boston, narrated by Casey Withoos. Chapter 1. The numbers in front of Hannah Novak blurred as she stared at them, but they didn't change into the numbers she wanted. She sighed. Not once had she thought building a luxury retreat was going to be easy, but she hadn't expected it to be quite so hard either. She shouldn't have let her grandparents push her into it so soon. She wasn't ready. But she couldn't tell them that, not without them asking why. Her skin tightened. That was something they never needed to know. The phone's ring was shrill, and she reached for it in relief. Blackbridge Holiday Park, how may I help you? Help me, Hannah Banana. You're my only hope. Hannah grinned at the plaintive tone in Lincoln's voice. What can I do for you, Sergeant Zanetti? You can tell me you've got an on-site cabin free for the next few weeks. She laughed. The summer holidays start next Thursday, she said. We're booked solid until February. Lincoln swore. Everyone is booked solid. Glad I was the last one you came to, Hannah joked. Why do you need accommodation? It's for our new senior constable. Do you remember Ryan Kilpatrick? He lived here for a couple of years during high school. Hannah's heart fluttered. Yeah, I remember him. She'd never forgotten her first crush. He'd arrived in town when she was 11, and he was much older, 16. She'd been so in love with him that she'd ridden into a ditch one day when she'd seen him unexpectedly. That most mortifying experience had morphed into the best day of her 11-year-old life, when he'd picked her up and taken her home to her grandparents to have the grazes on her knees tended. She smiled at the memory. He'd been good-looking then. What would he look like now? I don't know what I'm going to do, Lincoln said. The government house he was supposed to stay in has been trashed by the last tenants, and with Christmas coming up, we can't get it repaired in time. The closest accommodation available is in Albany, and it's a reasonable drive if he needs to come out in an emergency. Plus, he can't leave his kid at home. He's got a child? She ignored the flash of disappointment. Of course Ryan would be married by now. Yeah, an 8-year-old boy. She hesitated, glancing at the spreadsheet in front of her. When's he due here? Sunday night. Have you got something in mind? It would be tight to get the cabin finished, but it was possible. It would give her a boost of funds, and having a family as her first guests would give her a chance to get used to having someone else on her property. A way to ease herself into the situation. Hannah, I'll be forever in your debt if you find me a solution.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?